Okay, so we're going to give this another try. I've been attempting to do a lens-to-lens transfer of an 8mm or Super 8 film through the projector and capturing it on a 4K camera through the lens. The issue that I was having last time was kind of a pulsating, beam from the LED light. And so I corrected that by adding a bench power supply that gives a constant 10 volts. You can see here it's about 0.5 amps, so that there is a constant electricity there that prevents the LED bulbs from flashing in a way that the camera sees, but our eyes can't. Now, the biggest problem I had was banding, and that was in part due to the LED bulb, but also because of the mismatch in frame rates. The projector that I had ran at about 18 frames per second. The camera captures at just under 24 frames per second. And the camera wasn't adjustable, neither was the projector. So I got a new projector. Bought it from some guy on eBay in New Hampshire. And this is the same basic projector that I had before. It's a step up. It was a little bit dirty. There was a rubber pad on a spindle that had melted and there was goo all over the inside, so I had to carefully clean it. I took the rubber pad off of the old projector, put it in, and it took me a lot to get the lens out. But I was able to, and then I put the 16mm lens in there. And so now the thing that makes this different is this button right here. This is the speed adjustment. So now this is a variable rate projector, meaning I can change the frame rate to better match what is going on in here. So hopefully getting rid of the banding and the flashing. So we're going to see how it looks. I have loaded up here the airshow footage that I used before. So we're going to see how this looks.
So right out of the gate, this already looks a lot better. The banding is virtually gone. To get it like this, I did have to lower the projector's frame rate slightly. It seems to sync best with the 1/48th shutter speed I'm using in the camera. Because I slowed down the projector to eliminate the banding, I had to speed up the playback here to about 33%. I'm filming at 23.976 frames per second in camera, and the projector is probably running closer to 17 frames per second right now. I did notice that one of the belts inside the projector is loose. You can see a little bit of flutter here. That is the slight slipping in the gate because of that belt. So that belt will need to be replaced. Once I do that, I should be able to dial the speed in even more precisely and clean up the motion further. But honestly, I'm really pleased with how this is looking already. I am noticing a bit more dirt and dust along the edges, so I'll need to clean the projector gate more thoroughly. I only gave it a quick blast of air, but it definitely needs a proper cleaning. I also made a mild color correction in post just to balance things out a bit. We're getting very close to a solid archival transfer setup. Thanks for watching.